What's going on, guys? Jake here from the Fly Fiend. Thanks for tuning back in to another fly tying tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to tie up a Euro merger. I've been fishing this on my local tailwaters lately and it's been producing lots of fish, so I thought I'd share the recipe with you guys. I'm going to throw a fresh hook in the vise and we'll get right into this tutorial. The hook I'm tying this fly on is a Firehole Sticks 5/16 jig hook. This is a size 16. I'll also tie this on a size 18 and a 14 as well. The bead I have on there is a 3mm slotted tungsten bead in gold. And the thread I'm going to be using is UTC 70 denier in tan. I'm going to start my thread right on this hook shank. And I want to make a little thread dam behind that bead, just ensuring that my bead isn't going to be bumping around on me while I'm tying this fly. I'm going to cut out my tag end. I'm going to take thread wraps down my hook shank to where the barb would be on a barbed hook. The first material we'll be tying in is our tail. And for our tail, I'm going to be using some Whiting Farms Coq de Leon. This is in medium Pardo. I'm going to get about 3 to 4 fibers here. And I'm going to measure a tail. About a hook shank in length from behind the back of the bead. So I'm just going to secure in my tail there, bring my thread up, cut out my butt ends just like so. Now the next material we're tying in is our body, and for our body I'm going to be using some Vivas body quill. This is a BQ11. I'll also use the brown one as well, which is a BQ8. So I'm going to get about 6 inches or so with this Vivas body quill. And I'm going to tie it in on the side of the shank facing towards the camera, so the furthest away from you. So I'm just going to make wrap securing that in. Then I can come in, cut out that little extra piece, just clean that up a bit, just like so. Next material we're tying in is our rib, and for a rib I'm going to be using Uni soft wire. This is color black and it's in a size small. And I'm going to tie this wire on the side of the shank facing towards me. So I have the Vivas body quill and the wire. I'm going to take my body quill material. I'm just going to start making wraps up the hook shank, creating my body section. Capture that, cut it out. So I can grab my wire now. Make open spiral wraps, creating a segmented body. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Loon Outdoors UV clear fly finish in thin. I'm going to use the brush applicator to add a little bit of thin just over that body. This is going to protect your body quill, as well as it is going to add a little bit of translucity to the fly make it look a little bit more realistic. It's just gonna add that much more durability to the overall fly. So I'm just gonna cure that. Now for the actual wing of the fly, I'm gonna be tying some CDC. This is just in a natural color. You could use a brown, natural. This is just a natural dun. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a CDC feather free from the bag, and I'm going to tie it in with the tips facing towards the front of the fly. So I like to capture it with a pinch wrap right in front, just like that. What I'm going to do is just pull, just like so. Now you can use a bodkin or your whip finish tool just to put in here and just kind of help with the fold. So we're going to put a loop, and that's going to represent the emerging wings. And you're just going to capture that. So ideally, I like to kind of keep that wing just to the back of that body section. You don't want it too aggressive, because I still want this to cut a little bit of water. I don't want it to get super soggy, but this is still going to hold some really nice air pockets when you're fishing it, and it's going to look like it's emerging, and it also looks like the wing. So right now I'm going to make a small dubbing loop here just to finish off the fly. I'm going to throw my dubbing spinner in that loop. And for the collar of the fly, it's just going to add wings or legs and kind of just a little bit more bugginess to the overall fly. Is Wapsi natural fur. I've been using this on a lot of my Euro flies, just to add just that much more bugginess to it. It's got a lot of spiky guard hairs, and I've been using a lot of it. So this is actually in a pine squirrel. I'm just going to grab the smallest pinch. I'm just going to try to keep these all aligned in my fingers. You don't want to put too much on here, because it will just hold more water, which you don't want. But with this stuff, I like to overdub just a bit, because once you spin it and brush it out, a lot does come out. So I'm just going to throw a little bit, probably about 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch into my dubbing loop there. Then I'm going to spin it up. And you can just use your dubbing brush to kind of just pick out all the loose stuff, and you're left with really nice spiky dubbing loop. So I'm just going to palmer this in right behind that bead, come under that loop with my thread, cut out my extra there, got my whip finish tool, so 4 or 5 turn whip finish in, cut out my thread, and you're good to go. So it's a deadly little pattern, especially on tailwaters where the fish are a little bit more picky. I've been fishing this a lot lately. It's been doing really well for me, and Like I said, I also tied in the brown color as well. This is my go-to one with the tan. Super buggy little pattern. Tie a couple up, let me know how you do. If you guys like today's tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, helps me out a lot. If you have any questions about the fly or any of the materials, you can drop that down in the comment section below. If you want to purchase this fly or any of the materials, you can check out theflyfiend.com. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Thanks a lot again for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next tutorial.